Rusia terus menegaskan bahwa operasi militer di Ukraina bukanlah perang yang ditujukan terhadap warga Ukraina. Rusia pun berharap konflik tersebut tidak mempengaruhi hubungan baik dengan Indonesia. Dan berikut pemirsa wawancara eksklusif kami bersama Duta Besar Federasi Rusia untuk Indonesia, Lyudmila Vorobieva.
Kami mendapatkan eksklusif interview bersama dengan Lyudmila Vorobieva, Duta Besar Federasi Rusia untuk Indonesia. Langsung saja tanpa berlama-lama kita akan menyapanya. Good afternoon, Your Excellency, Madam Ambassador.
Hello.
Thank you for your time, for joining us today with iNews TV. My name is Abraham Silaban. You may call me Abraham, Madam Ambassador.
Thank you so much, Abraham.
Yeah. Madam Ambassador, it's very interesting to see how the world giving huge response towards the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Could you please explain, let us update from Russian perspective?
Well, first of all, I would like to say, as it was many times stated by our President, Vladimir Putin, our Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Sergei Lavrov, our Minister of Defense, Sergei Shoigu, that we're not conducting a war against the people of Ukraine. Whatever the Western media implies, it's not a war against people of Ukraine. Our Minister of Defense has stated many times that it's a special military operation, that the aim of the operation is to help the people of Donetsk and Lugansk regions, or Donbas region, and to demilitarize and denazify Ukraine. We're not targeting civilian infrastructure. We are targeting only military installations, and we are sparing the people of Ukraine, which we see as our brothers and sisters. I was born in Ukraine. I'm not Ukrainian, I'm Russian, but it just highlights how closely interrelated we are. Unfortunately, in the last 8 years, since 2014, when an illegitimate government came to power as a result of a very bloody coup d'etat.
I beg your pardon, ma'am. I beg your pardon. There is some concerns regarding these military operations. The world seems to accuse that Russia is doing the gross human rights violation in Ukraine. Some call that this is the worst humanitarian crisis in 21st century in Europe. Do you agree on that?
It's absolutely absurd, because I'm trying to tell you what is really happening. That the legitimate government in Kiev was conducting a war for 8 years in Lugansk and Donetsk regions against their own people. Do you know how many people died there? There are different numbers, from 2,500 to 16,000. That means during these 8 years, every day people were dying in Donetsk and Lugansk. And about I've heard these allegations, the biggest conflict since World War II in Europe. That's absurd. It's coming from countries that bombed Yugoslavia in 1999. 2,500 people died. Now people dying of cancer in Serbia because depleted uranium was used there. This is coming from countries that destroyed Libya, that launched the war against Iraq, that killed hundreds of thousands of people in Libya, Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, Vietnam, if you remember that.
So, what is actually your expectation to Indonesian government related to the issue?
We see Indonesia as our good partner and friend in this region. Our cooperation with Indonesia has been developing in a very positive way for the last 30 years. So we really hope that this situation will not affect our very good bilateral relations with Indonesia, and that Indonesia people will understand the reasons for the actions we are taking in Ukraine.